Previously on Ruin Season 2.
Lucif, a demonic entity possessing the body of Dean Hansen, sets his sights on a church in the town of Akuma. As he plans to harness the power of the holy souls gathered for a morning mass, he is met by Leo, the flamboyant guardian of the church known as the Keeper. A fierce battle ensues between Lucif and Leo, with dazzling displays of powers from both sides. Ultimately, Lucif emerges victorious, destroying the church and Leo in a powerful explosion. Meanwhile, in heaven, Seraphina, a celestial being, watches in horror as Lucif's power grows. Against the warnings of her grandfather, she decides to take matters into her own hands and dives into the celestial Glimmer Lake, determined to confront the demonic entity.
Dean, are you alright?
Yeah, I think I am. Let's get out of here.
Dean got up and dusted the dirt off of himself. He looked around at the destruction Lucif had caused.
This is wrong.
What was that?
Nothing.
Fine, let's go.
They began to walk down the spiraling path that led out of the church and up into the hills.
Hey, Lucif,
What is it, Dean?
do you ever feel like there's something wrong in doing all of this?
Why would I? I'm the ruler of hell. This isn't my world. This is God's world, and for that, I want to destroy all that he loves.
What did he ever do to you, though? Why do you want to destroy something that someone else loves?
Why do you care?
No, answer my question. Why do you want to destroy other people's creations?
Because he destroyed my things. My creations that I loved. And when I fought back, he acted like the victim and sent me away to the world he destroyed. My world. Now it's my turn. Why do you even care?
Because I care about you, Lucif. You're my one and only friend, and I want to make sure you're alright.
Well, you don't have to care for me. I'm perfectly fine by myself.
But you're obviously not. Talk to me. It's just us. And hey, we'll pass the time.
Fine. What do you want to know?
As much as you can recall.
Fine. I'll tell you the tale of when I was awoken.
Before you start, use your normal voice. Not the scary tough voice you always do.
How would you know about my real voice?
I don't know. It all began in an enigmatic realm, shrouded in darkness and filled with haunting whispers, that gradually transformed into blood-curdling screams. As the shadows gradually gave way to hues of blue and green, the symphony of nature's harmonies enveloped me. The melodious chirping of birds and the soothing rustle of leaves as they danced with the wind. Gradually, the world around me illuminated, revealing a breathtaking canvas of vibrant colors. Gigantic, cotton-like clouds floated gracefully across the sky, beckoning me to reach out and touch their ethereal softness. As my fingers brushed against them, I was enveloped by a sweet, intoxicating aroma that led me to a colossal tree, its heart encased with a hollow chamber. I ventured within, discovering a crimson fruit, an apple, nestled at the base. As I took a bite, visions of chaos and destruction unfolded before my eyes, painting a macabre picture of a world consumed by violence and corruption. The sight was both horrifying and mesmerizing, as if I were witnessing the very essence of humanity's darkest nature. Desperate to share this revelation, I called out to a mysterious figure, a woman with long, flowing hair, who appeared unclothed yet unbothered by her vulnerability. She approached me, curiosity etched upon her features, and I introduced myself as Lucif. Intrigued, she asked about the fruit, and I explained how it would grant her the power to discern good and evil. Ignoring the warning from an unseen deity, she took a bite and fell to the ground, her hair no longer flowing with the wind. She stood once more, and I marveled at the transformation. She declared her intention to share the fruit with Adam, and disappeared from my sight. Years passed in the tree, and I found solace in contemplating ways to encounter the corruption I had seen. I carved a miniature world from the remnants of the apple, naming it Hell, a place meant to rectify the world's wrongs. Finally, I emerged from the tree and presented my creation to God, hoping it would bring an end to the chaos. But my proposal was met with derision, and I was accused of being the very source of corruption. In a fit of anger, I lashed out, shattering God's staff and causing the world around us to crumble. We were left suspended in the sky, and God banished me for my insolence. In the darkness, I saw a vision of you, a beacon of purpose in the abyss. My existence seemed to revolve around you, and as I emerged from the void, I found myself in the fiery realm of my destroyed creation. There, I waited my next encounter, ready to continue my world until you were ready. I'm sorry, I didn't know I ruined your life.
You didn't ruin my life, Dean. Only gave it purpose. But enough talking. We are here.
Wait a second. This is my home. It's been so long.
I know, Dean. This is the place where it all began.
I don't remember. What happened here?
You killed your father. Met me. Hid his body. Killed a banker. Hid his body as well. Hid from the police. And eventually killed by the police.
That's right. So anyways, why are we back here?
This is the place to complete Infernal Convergence. It's a big enough area, and the ritual table is already set up somewhere. All we need are bones.
Those bones, I suppose, come from the buried bodies. Weren't those bodies chopped up?
They were, but I can bring them back with one power of Infernal Convergence I unlocked, so to speak, when I killed Leo.
Let's do it.
They walked towards the house. Once they made it, they climbed over the rotting fence and into the backyard, where the two makeshift graves were.
Fingertip velocity. Finger-triggered vortex.
Lucif said, pointing his fingers at the grave. The dirt rose and shot out in every direction. There, lying in the ground, were the rotten chunks of human flesh that once were Mr. Hansen and Jack Myers or the banker.
Pick up the bags of meat and bring them over to the table.
On it.
Lucif walked off into the fields. Dean climbed into the hole and retrieved the two bags that held the pieces of the bodies. Dean got out of the hole and looked around for any signs of firelight. When he saw the faint flicker of the flames, he walked towards them.
Good. I see you have the bags. Quickly, set them on the table. We are running out of darkness.
Okay.
Dean opened the bags and coughed from the foul smell. He dumped them on the table and they splattered on impact. Lucif places his hand over one of the candles and the other over the pieces. His eyes turned orange and his hair caught on fire.
Infernal Convergence. Hellfire Resurrector.
Fire shot out of his hand and hit the pieces of body parts. The remaining pieces of meat melted off of the now forming bones. They began to pop and snap into place, and finally 2 perfect skeletons.
It is done.
Meanwhile, Serafina had landed in the aftermath of Lucif and Leo's battle.
Oh, my God. What have they done to you, Leo?
She said, running over to the remains of Leo.
The church, where did it go? How powerful are you, Lucif? This is terrible. I know what I have to do.
She picked up the metal cross that was lying on the ground. Purple blood dripped from it.
I'm going to avenge you, Leo, by killing those motherfuckers.